From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the L.A. Chargers. Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Herbert now. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. It's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 2nd down and 3. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Stiff-armed him. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, L.A. 47 yards. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Prescott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. He will push his way down to about the 14. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw this time. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Open man right side. That's McConkey. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, 60 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Again, it's Hampton. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Hampton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert going to give to Hampton. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. 2nd and 20. To throw is Prescott. Open man, that's Jake Ferguson, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back open downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they'll change things up. Blue. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On the give, this is Hampton. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A draw play, Hampton. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. Down at the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion right is Johnston. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll work inside here. Hampton. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes second down. To the left side, looked in by Harris.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Herbert to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. Here's second down. Now Dak. And that's caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Dak. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On first down, it's Blue. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and 4. They go again with Blue. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here now, 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot now for Prescott. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And he's going to come up short. The 2-point conversion attempt does not work. And as a result, it's going to cost them the ball game. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. This is 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western New York. Welcome to the new Highmark Stadium, the home of the Bills. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go in Western New York. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game. Big touchdown, they strike first.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. On the ground, a first carry for James Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Allen. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Allen. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. In motion is Myers. First down throw there is incomplete.
I'm not so sure
they should have called the fumble.
First down had they connected either way, but still disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion is Hunter. 2nd down, Lawrence. That is caught. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Shooting. Will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10, and it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. On play action, here's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. To the air is Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Lawrence now. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. As they've got it with 4th down coming up. So it is 4th down. And that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Bills 1st down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the 1st down inside the 25. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. So now they'll throw it with Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're going on 4th down. Allen. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. Here's Cook. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Allen now on 2nd down. That is brought in the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. First down throw for Lawrence. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Brian Thomas Jr. It'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half. in just a moment. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Johnson now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. Here's a handoff to Cook. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 34-yard line. They'll go play action here with Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. From the gun, here is Allen. The defensive pressure was stifling, forced him to throw it away, and it brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Bit of a risk here in the 3rd quarter, and this one is covered by the hands team.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards, not going to work out.
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to give it to Tootin. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. This one intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the 2nd half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. I mean, how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy, but you get paid to catch them all.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 15, and that's how the 4th quarter begins.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. This will be 2nd and 9. Allen goes with a pop pass. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. This will be 3rd and long. Throwing now, Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the 1st down, but still a good couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up 4th down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Bills. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A While the struggles continue, another...
Good game.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. And is Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Flushed out of the pocket. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Fred Warner. And now they're staring down a 3rd and 14. Rodgers will look to throw. Hauled in by Bernard, left side. And he's not going to make it. May stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Rodgers escapes the pocket. Past the line, he's going to run for it. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And that is a San Francisco 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. Yeah, he's not going to make it to the end zone, but the offense set up well now thanks to that effort. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. A handoff for Dowdle, running right. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. They'll go. Dowdle. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And that's some great field position. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd and pretty long here. A lot of space ahead. And he gets home. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey in from 48. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they bump their lead up to 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Going right side. Dowdle with it. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Dowdle again. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the 1st. The pitch to Dowdle. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds very close. We'll see. Yep, they say he's short, maybe by about the length of the football. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and Mike McCarthy believing in his offense. He's going to leave him out there. To throw, Rodgers. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field.
Oh, he's headed for the ground. They get him at the 35. That is Patrick Queen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. On 2nd down, Purdy absolutely fires this one right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Rodgers. That throw finds Pittman along the outside. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. Rodgers set to pass. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. Putting the tight end in motion. On the draw, it's Dowdle. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
Well, they sold it like it was a pass, and by they, I mean everybody involved at the line of scrimmage. Great job by that O-line, the quarterback, everyone making it look like a pass, and then a huge burst for a chunk run.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And it's going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and goal. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all
Dang,
about.
shouldn't time come off the clock?
Offense tag for the penalty.
Shouldn't the rest of the time come off the clock for that penalty? See, man, they pick and choose. They pick and choose when they want to do that, bro. That penalty should have took the rest of that time.
Final play of the half, and looks like they'd rather shoot for that end zone than try and field goal. One final shot before the half. And the shutout stays alive in the 2nd half as that pass falls incomplete on 4th and goal. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 2nd down, Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And he goes to the hurry up here. Purdy now on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. After that 4th down exceeded expectations. Look at this, some excitement as they come up to the line. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that one's going to be incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. He's going to keep this one. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. QB sneak coming. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short. Offense up to the line fast. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, avoidable mistake there, Brock. A lot of people saw it, including our officials. Offsides the call. Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
That play is a go-to so many times in this down and distances. But defenses, well, they can expect it too. And look at the defensive line. Man, were they ever ready for it? Tremendous push inside and kept them.
They just cheated me. I just greened that.
2 yards, and it brings up
That was a
2nd and
green.
8.
And he ain't get the touchdown? Stop it.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And this is a tough one. Met back at his own 2-yard line for the loss. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. From his end zone, 3rd and long. That finds Pittman, complete. And it's a big gain on this play.
I straight green there, bro, and they, oh my God.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Now here's Rodgers. A throw right side, caught by Bernard. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down. Now Rodgers. Right back to him, but he can't make the catch this time. Defender waiting with that hit, forces it out. It's second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working on second down. Rodgers finds a seam down the middle. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Steelers. Michael Pittman Jr., a 67-yard play. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards.
I feel better now. I feel much better now.
A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knocked down that runner.
He's tackled after a gain of about 13, and that's going to be good for a 49ers first down. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on first. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. The Steelers calling their first time out. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Going to run again with McCaffrey. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Now it's Purdy. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. This one from 42 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's a reverse. And getting too cute costs them. They run the reverse and still get stuffed deep on their own side. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. Rodgers from the gun. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too. Working quickly here. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers trailing by 11. Second down, it's Rodgers. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Gronk. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up fourth down. Piniero's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Trying to push deep downfield. And they try him again, but this one is also incomplete. The defense stayed focused on him after that last play, Brock. There to break it up. It's 3rd down. Now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Rodgers set to pass. He gets it again to Freiermuth. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. To throw is Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Going with an alternate play here. From the red zone now. Looking for what a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked it. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And it's picked up. They get it back. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. So no time remaining, Brock, but the touchdown and now potentially this 2-point conversion can at least make it look a little closer. Sending him up the middle. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend it. Ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Trying to find somewhere to go, but the defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain. The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Once again, it's Gibbs. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. How about this for a bold call? First quarter, lead, not enough. They're going to try an onside kick. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Well, that's one you don't really see all that often. Declare a first quarter onside kick. The hands team takes care of it. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. DJ Reed brings him down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Jackson Dart, touchdown, Giants. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Giants come right back to tie it at 7. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. He gets free. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Dart gonna fake it to Scatterboot and look to throw. The pressure gonna cave in on him. He will go down. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there. for 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. Laporta in motion. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2. Third down, they need 5. 14. Laporta in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
You know, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This is about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st down, Dart. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scatterboot. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. To the air again goes Dart. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again. 1st and 10. Throwing again, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards,
that is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. To the air once more is Dart. And the rush too strong. There in a flash for the sack.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Detroit.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Trey Amos. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Working on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught. Keenan Allen. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And that's going to be good for a Colts 1st down. To throw. Here's Jones. Forced out to his right. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Jones to throw on 2nd down. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Now Jones on 4th down. That one nabbed by Warren. And on 4th down, they're getting 16 big yards before the stop is made.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Going right back to Warren. This is caught again. And in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Indianapolis. That's Tyler Warren, capping a 7-play scoring drive. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. His first throw is an interception. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play. Offense in the hurry up here. Pistol now for Jones. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd down, Jones to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Keenan Allen, a 17-yard score. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Sent right down the middle and good. It's a 14-0 game here early. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shots.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
Here's Daniels on 2nd. He's got Jalen Lane. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down. So a couple yards to go here after they picked up 8 on that last play.
I don't.
It's Krosky Merritt on 3rd. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to it. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Daniels now. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd and short, Daniels. And it's going to be dropped off for Krosky Merritt. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. And dose of the hurry up here. Throwing on 2nd, Daniels. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to be brought down shy of not just the end zone, Brock, but that 1st down marker as well. So now offense facing an interesting 4th down decision.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run. And now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Here's Daniels. He will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. 1st down coming. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Game glitching out again, man. Game glitching up again.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down after a game. On first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Purdy works out of the pistol. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up second down. They'll throw again with Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down. Now Purdy. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Cross will bring him down. Throwing on second down is Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. From a little further back, here's second and goal. And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they come up now, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, McCaffrey. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So with these RPOs, Mike, it really just comes down to trusting your quarterback to make split-second decisions and make the right read. And if you don't, you kind of just waste the down, and that's what we saw here.
Want to finish this opening drive with 6, so the decision is go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's swung out to Krosky-Merritt. Past the 40. Now look out. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jake Okonkwo. Touchdown, Washington. Point after try, forthcoming. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. An extra point attempt to follow. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. First and 10. Purdy. He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at midfield. It's 3rd down. They need 6 for the first down. Purdy to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Again in the air for Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. From the 1, 2nd and goal. McCaffrey. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He's got it. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Patrol, patrol, patrol. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Daniels now on 1st down. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 7. Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on downs.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Moving to his right. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Look, I think any time, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of a ball game, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Here's Daniels. That's to Merritt. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That'll be taken in by Merritt. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives them a 1st down. They are moving the ball well on this drive, aren't they? It's another 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Diggs was the intended receiver. 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Oh, looks Looks like the Commanders may have gotten it, and they did. Washington football. Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They run once more with McCaffrey. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield.
Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna tie the game? You gonna what?
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
I would have kicked the field goal.
Not going to get away. They got him right.
I would have kicked the field goal.
Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
This is one of those coaching decisions people are going to be talking about for a long time. You find yourself down 3, a field goal gets you level. Instead, you roll the dice and go for it, and you fail.
Now Daniel's going to give this forward to the receiver. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
I'm not getting a 4th down. It's the answer.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Daniels. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Now McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for
for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll drop the throw. That could be the
You got to be
dagger.
quiet sometimes, brother. You talking way too soon. Go ahead, get up out of here for you. I know you want to rage quit. I know you want to rage quit. Go ahead, get up out of here. You talking too much. You talking too much.
Touchdown, Commanders.
I'm going to score. I'm going to
Late
score.
in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances
Computer would never been right there if it wasn't for me. Come on now.
And take it all the way back for 6.
To throw is Daniels. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it.
Computer wouldn't have been right there if it wasn't for me, bro.
Come up empty, trying for 2. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
I could have kicked the field goal with
The
the
return
3.
team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Bro, I didn't do nothing. I just asked you what you was gonna do.
Here's first down.
I just asked you what you was gonna do. I said, you mad because you
Purdy
lose.
works out of the
You mad because you lost. You mad because you lost.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. It's second
I just
down.
said,
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of
I
the
just
defense
asked you what
because
you
they,
gonna.
like,
I
they
said
know
kick it.
This offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
It's
They
been a
clog up the
tie,
back end.
bro. It's been a tie
At the end of
game.
the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's been a tie game, bro.
On second down, Purdy.
It's been a tie game, bro.
Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I was up. I was winning, bro.
Left, but
Bro, I was winning.
here, a must. It's first and 10.
I could have been talking all smack, bro. I've been winning.
He'll go back to Evans. He's got another one.
Now you mad? You was just talking all crap though. Oh, I'm finna get in the end zone on you. I'm finna score on you. I'm finna score on you. I'm finna get in the end zone on you, boy. I'm finna get in the end zone on you, boy. I'm finna get in the end zone on you, boy. You say, I'm finna get in the end zone on you, boy.
30-yard line. Here's Purdy again. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
I'm gonna get in the end zone on you, boy. I ain't kicking no field goal. I'm finna beat you. I'm finna beat you, boy. I'm finna beat you. I'm finna beat you, boy. I'm finna score right here. I'm gonna give you the ball back. I'm finna give you the ball. Yeah, you gave me the ball back. You threw a pick, and I returned it. Thank you.
They'll throw again with Purdy.
And you did it again, and I'm finna return it again. Thank you.
He's been intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. Inside the 30.
Good game, man. Good game, man.
He's gonna bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Washington.
You suck, bro. You trash.
The defense is having a day. They extend the lead.
You should have kicked.
With Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often
You should have kicked.
in the NFL, Mike.
You should have kicked the field goal.
Of games each year where there's one pick six.
You should have kicked the field goal. Oh, he gonna mute me. Yeah, he should have kicked the field goal. Trying to be funny. Should have kicked the field goal.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker.
Yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Second down, here's Dak. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield.
Offensive pass interference.
But problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And as they bring him down, a lot of yards. Nicely done, but still short of the marker. So it is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. No one's around him. He's got space. Oh, he drops it. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, Brock, they could be
nervous.
wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Here's Prescott on 2nd down. Throw secured by George Pickens. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now Dak to throw. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Going to make it 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And this winds up all the way down into the red zone. They convert on 4th down. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 2nd, Prescott. And get this over the middle to Ferguson. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal. Here's Dak. Fights him off, and he makes the play. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens capping a 7-play scoring drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And it's going to be a Philadelphia 1st down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. And that play put to bed by DeMarvion Overshown. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 2nd and 5. Hurts looking to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for third down. Completed left side to Smith. Brought down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Working quickly here. Now Hurts. And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Working on second down. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing here, Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker. In that range, might we see them go for this fourth down?
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Pass is caught by Blue. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Working quickly here. Second down coming from Prescott. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. Third down now after that incompletion. Now here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Pickens. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the zone read, they hand it to Blue. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running. Throwing on second down, Prescott. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here's Prescott. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Great work by the defender affecting that pass. That's going to bring around fourth down. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that, dialed up a notch when it's third down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On fourth down, Prescott to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Hurts. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down. Hurts to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That's Smith on the slant. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Lemon's got it, left side. So they stop him after about a 5-yard gain. That is good enough for a fresh set of downs. First down, a run with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Hurts. Looking right, and he finds him. And they get to him before he can get to the line. Defensive effort there, capping the gain to 5 yards. It's not enough. It is 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. And they just get the play off. And they're not going to get anything done as he's brought to the ground for a sack. So that is how our first half will end. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out a little short of the 30. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Finds Barkley underneath. Free inside the 30. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. Elliott's with the extra points. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now Dak to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Prescott to throw. And this time they forced the incompletion. Defense was ready after he got him on that last snap. Now it's 2nd down. Dak to the air here. Has it at the 7. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Firing end zone, and this is hauled in. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickens. First to return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. Aubrey gets the point after to go. And we're back square, 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that is good for an Eagles 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They go to Barkley again. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
And they nearly picked up the 1st down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Design keeper here for Hurts. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. Here's a designed run. Hurts. Up to the races. Middle of the field. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Dak. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down. And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this third quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Back for the start of the fourth quarter, and they're going to start here with a 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Got for big yards on the right side. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. First down coming up. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Design quarterback run here. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown of this game. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. This is good, so this game now hanging on every possession, Brock, just like we like it. We're tied up here in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. They haven't caught it yet. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Say queasy.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense to the line fast. Working on 2nd down. Dak. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And we're back level 28-28. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Zone read give here to Barkley. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. Avoids a defender, we've got a foot race. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On 2nd down, Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here he is to throw. It's on target to Moore. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Just 6 seconds remaining in regulation. They're going to run with Barkley. And he breaks the tie. That should win him this game. Brock,
Good game, my boy. Good game.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. Down to their last snap here. One final shot here. Pressure's going to get there.
Good game, boy.
Down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
A 100 flat is crazy, bro. 100 flat, 100 rushing yards flat is crazy. Like, what's the odd? He a phenom. What's the odds of? I got to see what these badges is and what they capable of, so I can attack. But 100 yards is crazy. Like, it ain't 101, 103. It's 100 flat. Like, that's crazy.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Southern California. This one is going to sail through. For a touchback. Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. That swung out to Ali.
That's what I'm talking about. Attack, attack.
Of midfield. A first down throw for Stafford. He'll check this down to Corum out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Stafford now. That's into the hands of Corum. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll run. It's Williams. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line.
It's the hardest place to score it, huh? Hardest place to score.
One more time for Williams. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, L.A. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On the ground, a first carry for James Cook. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Once again, it's Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Room to run again. Down the sideline to the 20. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 10-yard line. Allen going to give it to Cook. And a short pickup down inside the 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll swing this out to Johnson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Maxwell Hairston there to make the tackle. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First down, Stafford. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Ready. Double right. Lady. Zebra.
Here's Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation, and instead he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Stafford to throw again. Right side, complete to Nakua. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Quorum. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Stafford now on 3rd down. That's out wide to Williams.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his man, Mecole Hardman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive. Play action now, and here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Cora.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Puka. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
How did you just reset the play if you just went out of bounds?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Blake Corum out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That finds Nakua downfield, complete.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
They'll go play action here with Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. To throw is Allen. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, and now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is taken in at the goal line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll throw on first down with Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He's looking deep for Shakir. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half
and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. 32, ready. They'll go again here with Williams. And he will score again. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. His big night.